Hey guys, this is EffectiveKill here for a quick video. So I guess the first day of E3 started. There were some pretty cool stuff that I saw. Microsoft was good with Halo 4 and those related things, but I wish it didn't focus so much on smartphones and tablets. I didn't care about that, and I know plenty of gamers don't. And the Kinect is more of... At least they didn't focus it completely on the Kinect. But the thing is, I saw the Splinter Cell thing. That's a good use of it, I suppose. But Dance Central, I like Dance Central myself. I play it as a more of exercise thing. It's easy enough to do, and it kind of tricks you a tiny bit into thinking that, oh, I'm not exercising because I'm playing a game. But yeah, and those franchises seem to be doing good. Same with Ubisoft and EA's, and EA looked kind of cool with the fact of using Kinect very well. Of when they showed basically an old or a coach of a football team, don't remember his name, but he was basically voicing commands on the fly, and I thought that was really interesting. The fact that two players like voicing commands and it will make the games a lot interesting. I didn't catch as much today as I wanted to. I only catched I catched EA's, I catched Ubisoft's. I think I stopped at about 3 p.m. when the expo would be due to other features. I don't know if PlayStation was today, but I didn't catch any of that, unfortunately. I'm not a PlayStation player myself, but it's always interesting to see what the industry does. I did catch the God of War thing, and fuck that franchise. It's stupid, in my opinion. Stupid in the fact that the protagonist is a whiny little bitch that blames the gods for his problems, when he caused every single one of them. Wanting power. He wants to be power, and he doesn't want to die, so he gives his soul to Ares, and he becomes a bloodthirsty beast, kills his own wife, and he blames them. Releases Pandora's box, makes all the gods evil. Well, who made them evil? The guy who opened the box. Who kills them all off and dooms humanity to extinction? Him. You don't think he doomed humanity to extinction? Sun turns off. Oceans flood the earth. There's no one alive. Everything is dead. But not getting into that tangent. That'd probably be another video of all the stupidity of the God of War, and I'll probably put a lot of editing into that video. I don't know why my webcam is acting like this, but it could be several stuff open. I've had this open for a while. Also, big news in the fact of Sony stocks have been dropping to the fact of 1982. They've dropped to that level. That far back. That's not good for that company. I don't know if it's the cause for this, but it may be slightly the cause of the PS Vita. It was a handheld that... The 3DS was, in my opinion, one of the last handheld gaming systems, besides a smartphone. Smartphones are taking over, and that is the future of handheld gaming, in my opinion. The 3DS was the last one to actually be smart about it, and they even had a shaky beginning, too. The 3DS had a really shaky beginning, not that good games. Eventually, they lowered the price, got smart, got good games, and it's been selling very well. The Vita has unfortunately not been. And just with the next, I believe it was Resistance game, and that was supposed to be really bad or something. Was it Resistance, or maybe it was a SOCOM game? Uncharted, sorry, I'm gonna itch my leg here. Uncharted was supposedly good, so that's at least good. At least people have that game for people to buy it, because I'm not going to wish ill will on anyone. I may not be a PlayStation fan myself, but I'm not going to wish ill will on a gamer for purchasing a system and then hoping it's going to fail. That's like the basis of, I don't want Microsoft, I don't want Sony, and I don't want Nintendo to fail. They each sell specific games, and they each make specific stuff that work toward their demographic. And as long as people can play games and become gamers, I'm happy about that. I want a gaming culture. But the Vita, in my opinion, seems like something that may be doomed to fail unless they do some drastic changes. One suggestion that they would have to do is a price drop, similar to Nintendo's. Nintendo, I believe it was a $250 system. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, and I think they dropped it to $170. Also, don't quote me on it, but they know they dropped it a large deal, and that boosted its sales. I don't know how much the Vita exactly is, but I'm pretty sure that it's not cheap. Yeah, the Vita is $250, but the Blu-ray edition is $280. Hopefully they get more games or something, because the sales of the Vita have not been... They've been kind of like this. they have not been really high. Like, the 3DS has been gaining ground, and the Vita, unfortunately, has been dropping, and you never want to see that. Future of the consoles. I'm interested to see Nintendo's full coverage, mostly because, in my opinion, the Wii U is a stupid fucking idea. It is stupid. It's a step backwards. The Wii was a good idea because it integrated. It's more of, I know it may be like this, but it's more of using yourself as the controller. I know the Kinect goes in the fact, but I want full integration. Every gamer should fucking want full integration. I don't want to be in 20 years, 10 to 15. I mean, 10 to 15 is when it should be actually either prototyped or done. Not completely done, but done as in they're selling it. Full integration where you're inside the world. Like, you may put something on your head, maybe you put something on your hands and your feet, and you basically walk in place and you're inside of the fucking world. I want that. Kinect's kind of done with that, but it won't feel real unless you're basically thinking, you're tricking your body, you're tricking your mind into thinking that you're holding something. That may be Matrix-esque, but who doesn't want that? Also, I gotta look at Nintendo's, give me a second. Gatorade. Buy it. I'm not making any money from Gatorade, unfortunately, because I do drink a lot of it. But, Nintendo's controller add-on that I saw for the Wii U looks surprisingly similar to another controller. Looks surprisingly similar to the Xbox controller, not the 360, the original Xbox controller. I looked at the two of them, and I'm like, yeah, I guess they're copying off, but you could say Microsoft and Sony both copied off the Wii. Sony went a complete copy off of. The Move is a fucking carbon copy of the Wiimote. Kinect is farther on. It's ambitious, but it was too ahead of its time. Also, the one thing that I really do hate is like watching this stuff live on thing, and you get all the stupid fucking comments of people. It's like, come on, this is supposed to be the gaming culture. Act more fucking mature. Come on, guys. It's like, oh, I want these companies to die. I know EA is a shitty company. They're not the best company. I hate them for Project $10, but I don't wish ill will on their employees or their game creators, because those are the people actually doing it. If you want to wish ill will, wish it on the CEOs and the higher ups, not the lower people who actually make the games that you love. I love the people that are like, boycott Mass Effect. I know it had a bad ending. Even I'm kind of like, what the fuck is the ending? I guess indoctrination makes this make sense, but it's still weird. I guess you're leaving it open because this is the end of Shepard's story, not the end of the Mass Effect story. But still, it's weird. But I'm not going to boycott all BioWare games and EA games just because of one game ending. I loved 98% of the game. 2% is the ending. I loved 98% of the game. It felt really, actually more 95. I hated the part where you're on, when you're near the end and you're just fighting waves of enemies. I thought that was really kind of lazy when you're doing it. When you're trying to do a specific objective to missiles and such. But yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next days of E3. These were your some quick gaming news, I suppose. If this actually gets a lot of views, I may refine it more. Yeah, there's been a lot of articles related to this stuff, so you can probably find plenty that I didn't cover, but there was far too much to cover just in below a 10-minute section. I don't want to make this longer than 10 minutes, but hopefully the Vita has a future. Hopefully Sony doesn't fall, because I know it's not just their gaming sector that's falling, they're falling. There are too many products. Sony, you gotta stop selling everything and refine it to selling only a couple things. Okay? Thanks for watching. That was a bit of EA gaming news, and yeah.